Hi, I'm Brandy Williams, founder of Williams Accounting and Tax Services in McDonough, Georgia. We're a full-service accounting firm proudly serving clients nationwide, including military families and U.S. expats. With over 20 years of experience as an IRS-enrolled agent, we've got you covered from past tax returns to business services and strategic tax planning. Visit WilliamsActTax.com. Let's get connected and take your finances to the next level.
What's up? I ran to Hot Works, did 20 minutes, really 25, and just came back. I have like over 150 emails. Listen, you guys, we've been sharing these links for over a year. School has been around since 2019. We've been promoting it on this channel for over a year. I'm talking about 500 plus videos. There's no reason for y'all to email us, email Vivian, email Melissa about where's the link, how to get in, are you late? Like, stop. It's Saturday. Chill out. I'm about to go relax after I'm just like sweaty, gross, and I just wipe my forehead to come do this video. I want y'all to cut it out. For real. Stop it. Erica, I just found your videos a week ago. Guess what? Under 7 videos, the same links are there. These links about land grab course, okay, is been here. Knock it off. Okay. Just like they're all Googleable. SEO works. Knock it off. These same links have been here for over a year. And I would dare say 1 or 2 of them 2 years. Cut it out. Don't email the staff like, hey, where's the links? Stop. You know better. You can't if it's that bad, you can't find the links under 100 videos in the description on the community wall. Knock it off. Okay, knock it off. And I mean it. It's getting ridiculous now. Now I'm gonna go through these slides, and I just want to tell you the fact we didn't have 400 people in the live trainer earlier is hilarious to me. We should have had 400 people in there. It was great. It was good. We're gonna do a part 2 next week after the rodeo, Houston rodeo. And then also for those in Digital Liberty Warriors, your training was supposed to be at 4. We went over an extra hour and 30 minutes over there, so we moved y'all to Sunday. Y'all will be tomorrow. I'll be at the office just for a brief bit. I just want you to understand, like, if you can't find resources under a YouTube video, if you can't scroll, if you can't click in the chat, you know what I'm saying? Just don't worry about it. Wrap it up. Just go to your job, put $200 every 2 weeks away into a stock market account, and just sit off and chill. If it's too complicated, it ain't for you. It ain't for you. And that's all right. Now let's go over it. You see the title, 500,000 Black men lost their jobs in 4 months, ? Blue collar millionaires. I want you to know this data is funky. America keeps funky data. Okay. It just does. You're going to say, I don't know about that, Erica. This is questionable. Listen, I question it too, because who's doing the data? Okay. So again, let's play originally where this came from, where y'all sent this to us. I thought Vivian was going to send me a beautiful email. She sent me an email tomorrow. Look how many people done messaged us. I said, oh my God, I cannot with y'all today. And I won't. Y'all know how to use the internet. Y'all find whatever y'all want on these phones. Click the button, pay, go over to school. Too easy. It's not rocket science. Y'all got this. Okay. And if somebody's going to email us after this and be like, Erica was insulting us because she said we could find stuff on Google. And I'm okay with that. Okay. I'm okay with that. Let me just play this. Let me play these 5 clips and get out of here. Okay, let's go.
Give me 3 minutes and I'm going to break this down for you in a way that hopefully will expand your thinking when it comes to what's going on in the economy, how to adjust. I've been telling you guys for years that AI is going to wipe out everything. AI is here. Before it was like, it's coming. No, now it's here. For years, I've been telling students in the Black Business School, we have about 300,000 students now. Most of them are in there for free. You can join for free. Basically, I've said that AI is going to wipe out so many jobs, and I've been telling them to invest in AI related companies. If you put the word stock in the comments, I'll send you a list of my favorite AI stocks. But it goes even deeper than that. This economy is not just shifting, but it was one that was never really built for you. It was never built for your son, your daughter, your grandkids, nobody. So ultimately, What's really happening here is you're having kind of another type of purge that has occurred many, many times throughout history. One of the things I know about economics, my PhD is in finance, let's not forget this, is that you can't really succeed economically, close any racial wealth gaps or anything, or even have any form of economic power if you are solely dependent upon others to create opportunities for you. That's like only being able to eat food if somebody else cooks for you, grows the food for you, and transports it to your house. You will starve if they decide not to bring you the food. So the same people who have the ability to feed you are the ones who have the ability to starve you. So what the black community needs to do, and then the whole black community ain't going to do this, it's going to be the smart ones. So the smart folks out here that are listening, this is what I encourage you to understand. You have to understand and make sure your kids are trained on what it means to build systems. When you talk about being disenfranchised, which millions of black men and black women are disenfranchised, I've been disenfranchised. I've been a loudmouth black man for a long time now. Disenfranchisement does not mean that you don't have a place where you can belong. Disenfranchisement means that there is a system or a place where you are not allowed. So if somebody says you can't come in my house, then I am disenfranchised from their house. But that does not mean I don't have a place to live. So ultimately, what we've got to do is train millions of our kids to create spaces where we can economically live, create spaces where jobs can be created, create spaces where we can make investments, create spaces where we develop our own ecosystems instead of sitting around wondering why white people are being mean to us. Now, I teach 10,000 people every morning finances for free. If you want to join us, again, put the word stock in the comments. I'll send you that list of AI stocks. I'll also bring you to class. You'll enjoy the class. At the end of the day, if you don't make an adjustment, it's going to be kind of wipeout time, and ain't nobody coming to save you, even your black leaders. Talk to you later. Have a great day. Peace. So over 500,000 black men have lost their jobs in the last 4 months. Black women are right up there too, several hundred.
Okay, y'all know the old saying, first hired, first fired, last hired, first fired, all that stuff they be saying. At the end of the day, we're gonna look over some of the numbers. I don't think this is exactly correct, and I'm not picking. I'm not fighting, boys. That's not what I'm here to do. I just want y'all to not be like, hey, blah blah blah. Dr. Boy said this, and a lot of people are already clipping it up. Okay, a lot of people are already clipping it up. So I just want to, before we get in that rabbit hole where people believe it, because the numbers are funny. Now, I did say that we are having an issue where young black men are not going to school. They're not enrolled in community college. They're not enrolled in regular college. They're not enrolled in historical black colleges had a bump up in enrollment. So some black men are going over there, but in general, they're just kind of out here floating. We don't know what they're doing. We hope they're working. That's what we're hoping, because the data is funky, okay? And you got to be careful, okay? Let me see. The training was amazing. Thank you for the information. Listen, hey, you already know. Today's class was awesome. Yeah, again, y'all, we've had these links out here for over a year. If you couldn't find the link, you couldn't get in the class, hey, that's a user error issue. Okay. So anyway, let's get into it. Let's go here. The fact we didn't have 400 people in there is what I laugh about, because I'm like, y'all don't know this summer about to hit y'all like a ton of bricks. But okay, cool. You can't evaluate unemployment rate without considering labor force participation. The participation rate and unemployment population ratio are both lower for black men versus 1 year to 4 months ago. 663,000 black men left the workforce, which helps unemployment rates. There are a number of reasons people leave the workforce. So this is not an attack on black men, because I know how y'all gonna be. Stop it. Grow up. Which seems to be why you're refuting numeric facts. But it's objectively true that black workers are bearing the brunt of job losses. Again, I keep telling y'all, why are people online crying heavily, loudly about 50-50, about you need to build a man, you need to help him? Why is the military getting all these new recruits in their late 30s? Because there has been a significant attack, I would say, on the older aunties in the government, okay? Government job positions. And then there's a younger group of people who are like, well, I don't want to go to college and get in debt because I saw that didn't work for my older siblings. And I've been exposed since 2020, the pandemic, to all these type of ways black people can make money: e-commerce, trading, stocks. Unfortunately, I'm gonna say it, sports betting, all this other crazy stuff. So they're sitting out. They're opting out. Thank God I have nephews who have gone to work and have jobs and have got training and certifications. And the rest of our family does military, right? Sorry, I'm about to sneeze like crazy. It is a fan over here blowing, trying to blow fresh air on me so I don't sneeze. But anyway, let's keep going. Okay. So this is this because people like smooth numbers on a chart. They like to look at it nice. Okay. This is the viral claim. 567,000 Black men lost their job in 4 months. The actual data says Black unemployment was 8.2% in November. Okay. In December, it was negative 7.5. Okay. Then in January, negative 7.2. Unemployment actually declined after November. Okay. Unemployed rate, late 2025, negative 7.5%. Okay. February, negative 0.7. So it's the same. Did we lose 663 Black men? Yes. Okay. But that means they're not participation. It could be various reasons. They could be Ubering, they could be Lyfting, they could be doing other things. They could just not be applying for regular jobs. Okay. This is Black women. Our rate increase negative in January was negative 6.5. February is negative 7.7. Okay. So this viral number comes from month to month employment fluctuations, not actual layoffs. Again, this is Bureau of Labor Statistics. Go fight with your mammy. Again, I'm not knocking Dr. Boyce. I get it. Should get people's attention. Yes, we actually know there's several young Black people who are not working. Again, we have to be very honest with numbers. Again, the same thing where Black men, like 45% of Black men have no kids. Yes, that's for young men 16 to 25. That is what Kevin Samuels was quoting. But 30 plus, 80% of Black men have kids. I know you're like, no, Erica, no, you're lying. I'm sorry. It's just data. It's just information. I'm not trying to knock you, okay? So what is needed? What did we talk about today in some of my training? I still offer y'all to go pick it up. Also get the replay. It's in the group. Again, you aren't in the mix if you are not in some type of mix of not just blue collar, I mean real estate. This is where we keep having older Black people saying, well, everybody don't want to own a business. That's fine. Do you own a home? No. Then what are you talking about? You're not in the equation at all. You are off on the ditch of permanently unemployed, permanently in the ditch. Okay. And this is why we have to address this. This is why we have to talk about this. This is why we have to point this stuff out, because you're actually interacting with people who sit here and act like, oh my God, Erica, you're being dramatic. No, like there's a lot of people who are losing income and losing traction and losing grip, and it matters. So let me play a couple more. This is one right here. Again, why does being unmarried after 60 matter? Again, these old dusty men out here gonna tell you, yeah, you're gonna die alone, all this crazy stuff. It's financial, y'all. It's just financial. It's just math and it's financial. Okay. If somebody says, they're 60 and they're young, they died young. No, they didn't. 60 isn't young. I saw somebody who was an older Black man. He was 62 and they're like, oh my God, he was so young. I said, 62? That's about right. That's not young. It's a blessing in America to live to be 78, 80. Women document on paper and live to 80. But Black men is about 65. So it's not young. Like this has to be we have to like get past these numbers and these myths. But I'll play this for you.
Women in general have about being the most single and the most overweight is, in my opinion, more alarming than the stats themselves. Who gives a F? You should give an F. And I'm going to give you one reason why, among many, which I will be reporting on shortly. One big reason has to do with money and the life that will go on as you age. Black women.
First, let me pause. The stat that like 80% of Black women are overweight, 72% of Black men are overweight. So it's neck and neck, right? And then we also have to address the BMI is not even accurate. It's actually was made for a thin white male out of the Appalachians, which is shorter than the average white person is. Appalachian Malcolm vote are shorter, nutritionally less healthy, right? When they had a measles outbreak in this America and they said, we're going to put everybody with a measles shot. The children that died were the children who had bad diets. They were in Mississippi and they were in Appalachia. And they said, we can't let any children die again. And I'm telling you, the only children that died were people in the Mississippis who didn't have balanced diets and people in the Appalachians. Now, I'm not saying that's not wrong, but it's very important. Okay, so let's do this again. Let me go here. Let's go ahead and finish playing it.
Single, college educated at age 60 and older carry a median wealth of $11,000. In contrast to Black married women, $424,000. White unmarried women, $384,000. That's how the stats were laid out, y'all. So What does this mean? Simply put, it means you will age poor. You are not going to have any money. So the life that will go on is going to be rougher than you think, and more people are going to be crying than you'll admit. This careless and, quite frankly, crass attitude.
Okay, now why am I bringing this up? There a lot of people are coming along like, well, there's more black men married than black women. It's 200,000. It's literally, that is the number nationwide across the whole nation, is 200,000. There are 200,000 more brothers married than sisters. But when you go to that grocery store, when you stop by these people's houses, boy, they be in them houses, don't they? Okay, I just want you to hear the data. Okay, all right, just hear that data. I'm gonna keep sliding. Let me go on to the next. And again, this is a money conversation. I'm gonna play this part again here, right here. This is another one. This happens often to people, and then they are surprised. Oh, I saved all this money up. There was a black woman couple who saved $87,000, left it in her bank account, didn't check on it for 90 days at a time. Somebody came and took all her money, and Chase Bank won't give her money back. Because basically what Chase Bank is telling her, why the hell you ain't checking on your accounts? Why is this money just sitting in cash? Why ain't got no bank CDs? Why ain't got no bank certificates? Why ain't got other stuff? Again, Chase gonna pay that money back eventually, but just pay attention. Like, they're setting the door up for y'all to be like, if you're not educating yourself, it's not our fault. Ignorance of the law does not negate you need to know the law.
That it could happen to any one of us. Most of us are not thinking about it, and we're definitely not preparing for it. It can literally derail your entire financial life. The business you have right now, the new property you just bought, all of the money in your investment account, poof, gone. You moved to London, was in luxury real estate. I mean, the top of the top, selling to millionaires, high net worth individuals. She's a beautiful son and an amazing husband. She had everything going for her in her life. I think she has something like high 5 figures or 6 figures saved in her like savings account. And then one of her parents got sick. Her parents hadn't set aside anything for their financial future. And so she became not only the emergency fund for her parents, but also the retirement plan. All of the money that she saved in her...
Again, I want to pause this. Every time people tell me about the stats of black women not having money, I go, who normally takes care of grandma? Who normally takes care of mama? Who normally takes in cousin that just came out of prison? Who normally takes care of older uncle that came back and is blind and can't take care of himself? It's women. It's usually black women. And so they're usually using their money to hold the family up. And again, and this is why you have to be clear that you are not, hey, I make 80K, I make good money, I'm doing all right, I'm comfortable. Can you, with that salary, take care of several people? I've been on the phone call with y'all, with multiple people who are literally paying their sister's rent and paying their mother's rent. And when I asked the married couple, why were they doing that? The husband simply said, they ain't coming here to live with us. We much rather pay their rent over there till they stand up on their feet before they come over here. Y'all, this is going to be common. You're going to hear this story often. This ain't no new story. Your parents get sick. Oh, I got money, I can take care of them. You don't realize you don't have big money. You don't have big money. You think you have big money and you don't. But let's finish.
Savings account was going to use to better her life, gone within 5 months to look after her parents' care.
If your money to care for yourself, your rest of your life was gone in 5 months. Come on. Did you have big money? But let's keep moving.
He said that has derailed her life by 10 to 15 years. We did not grow up with financial literacy. We are literally the generation that is breaking the generational curse cycle. We had to learn about investing, stocks, having businesses, having assets instead of liabilities. Forget to remember that our parents aren't learning that. We are learning that. So when that lady said her parents' situation derailed her by 10 to 15 years, that's a true reality of what may happen to many people. First thing I'm doing is I'm sitting down with my parents and asking them, am I your emergency fund and am I your retirement plan? Because those two things were not part of my strategy. I am all here for helping your parents. I mean, they helped us get here, but I am not here for your parents destroying who you are at present and your ability to become the next version of you. And that is also impacting your children and the person you're going to marry. Second thing I'm doing is understanding where are they financially? What do they have in their pension? When are they going to get their pension? What assets do they have? What liabilities do they have? What other forms of income do they have? Once I know all of that, we put a financial plan together. How can you cut your costs? Do you need to live in this big house? You paid off the mortgage. Can you sell it, downsize, and take out some of that money and put it into the stock market, or put it into another plan that's going to give them income every single year? One thing I love about being Nigerian, even though most of our parents do want us to support them to some extent, a lot of them are building back home. They're not planning on retiring in the country that they're living in.
This is a fantasy. Every Nigerian that I hear, we're building back home. We're building a house. They go back home and show you a pile of dirt where they done said 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 home over the course of 10, 15 years. Ain't shit there. Stop this bullshit story that you're Nigerian and you're going to go home and retire home. You're not. We've seen it. We see the 80-year-old Nigerians in Houston. We see the 90-year-old, damn near 90 years old Nigerians in London and Dallas. Knock it off. It's not happening. They even keep catching people in Texas trying to self-deport themselves with 15 and 20K in cash to go home. And you're like, where are you going? If you built a life in America, you built a life in London, make the mental note that you may have to live the rest of the time here. Stop it. Knock it off. Come on, knock it off. Tam, exactly. In-home nurses 24/7 is more like 2K a week. Several people have shared that. Nigerians stay talking this. They stay with this reckless talk like they doing all that. You're not. We see it. We've been over there. The videos tell us everything we need to know. Knock it off. Exactly. Y'all sending all this money home. And there's like just the capital part of Nigeria is great. The rest is poo-poo. Knock it off. And they be like, oh, where are you filming? That person just filmed in a bad part. The person went over the whole country. Stop it. Cut it out. I can't take it. I can't take the deception any longer. It's exhausting. Okay. It's just stop. Knock it off. Jamaicans too. I can go back to Jamaica and do what? You would have already went. You like staying in the outskirts of Atlanta in a nice house with AC and driving to the grocery store and not having to grow veggies in your backyard. Cut it out. Knock it off. We're tired of it. We're so tired of this. I'm an immigrant, so I'm working so hard, and you getting robbed by cousins that can't read past the 5th grade level. Knock it off. We're tired of it. It's exhausting. It's just, good gracious. Knock it off. Okay. Let me go. I know I'm getting like, Erica's being mean to immigrants. Anyway, here we go. Let me play this part. This is important because in your culture that you keep throwing in our face, that champion for, y'all don't have roles for people because y'all are struggling. Knock it off. Here we go.
Have very narrow identities. When your culture offers little to no respect or validation for roles outside of mother and wife, you find that they will hold tightly onto their role even when they have adult children through infantilizing. Because if I'm not mother, who am I? When someone has actually never been encouraged in their entire life or allowed to cultivate a sense of self beyond service, they can experience their child's independence as a personal redundancy. I mean, I've seen some strange things like fully capable teenagers, no disabilities, and it's usually the last born, and the mother is feeding them. And when you investigate those situations, it's a way to preserve a sense of purpose, especially when that last born grows up and the familiar caregiving role is fading. What looks like infantilization on the surface is often a deeper issue of identity erosion. Whilst we're here, I saw a post on why do African mothers infantilize their adult children? And as a therapist, I'm here to tell you why.
Let me just tell you, again, all the Nigerian friends I've met in Houston and we hang out, all of them, hear what you can do. You can be a doctor. You can be an engineer. You can be married and you can own a business. That's it. Don't come telling them about nothing else. I literally do all these other people that do all these different, like they created multiple companies and become millionaires and flipped houses. Their parents still be like, well, if you just stay an engineer, again, when you're dealing with a culture that has a very rigid what you can do. Same thing with Asians. You can't come over here and browbeat me. You can't. Y'all don't have an idea what else to do. So I don't want to hear it. Okay. So yeah, that's a little ugly for today, but it is what it is. Okay. Now I'm gonna go through the rest of these real quick and get out of here. Let's lighten it up a little bit. Just a hair. Just a hair. Here we go.
Yeah. Houston gonna be destroyed when we leave. I'm telling y'all, 45 is the new 21. How old are you?
I'm 23.
Uh-oh, somebody grandma up in here.
What?
Hey, listen, if y'all trying to act bad, I can start something.
Oh, I'm scared for real. Hold my hand, y'all. Hold my hand. Let's roll, ladies. Nah, because I just listen. I might as well just call my own Uber.
You got a man?
Yep.
Well, can I still get your number?
No.
Okay, what your man got that I don't?
Dignity.
So where your hotel at?
Why do you need to know that?
Because I'm trying to slide through.
Are you threatening us? Because we don't take that lightly.
Hey.
Jesse, watch out. That was a close one. Oh my gosh. Is everybody okay? Who broke the twerk circle? You saw how close he was?
Ladies, it's the perfect time to start a wet t-shirt contest. I'm just saying. So you ain't got no Facebook?
No.
MySpace?
What is that?
Hey, sure.
Ew, get away from me, Grandpa. Nah, this gotta be marketing for Scary Movie 6.
Come on, boys. We gonna party like it's senior year of 1982. It's your birthday. She eats, she the birthday.
What?
Ladies, what's the move for the night?
Go start a family. Right, like you don't got a wife and kids?
I already got a family I love.
You know?
I hate you too, Clarice. I hate you too, Clarice. That baby probably ain't even mine.
Who drive a Toyota Corolla?
I do.
Well, if your license plate starts with JHI, you gotta move it. You double park.
Listen, I really needed this spring break.
Break? Don't you mean PTO?
See, that's where you lied and wrong, shorty, because I ain't even got a job.
Girl, it's so hot. I'm irritated.
It's giving jump in the pool weather.
I got an extra fan if you want to borrow mine. Ooh, thank you, girl. No, like I'm really sweating bad. Yeah, let me just actually
It's giving jump in the pool.
We heard you the first time. No, like why are you saying that twice? What you need to do is jump on Indeed. For real.
Listen, I think it's time we take over this city for spring break, boy.
Okay, I had to lighten it up a little bit. There we go. I'm gonna show this literally again. Listen, when you want to save $2 by flying from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m., I'm always looking at you like, are you retarded? Are you dumb? This is Austin. I've never been to Austin Airport more than 30 minutes before my flight started. And I know every year, March Madness is what we call it.
Pre-check.
And you ain't supposed to go to the airport at 5 a.m. to 4 a.m. Take an afternoon flight, pay $50 more and have a beautiful life. Here we go.
Wow, that's just crazy. Wow, this is 6 in the morning. I'm outside of TSA pre-check. There's a line on the inside in here. Wraps around the building. This is crazy. Wow, that's just crazy.
Again, all these people got them was like, oh girl, did you see it's $289 to fly to Austin at 6 a.m.? But it's $450 to fly at 2. Why? I'm gonna do the 6 a.m. I've never, ever in 11 years plus of living in Austin, really 12, decided, let me do a 6 a.m. flight, unless it just was going out of the country, which when we had to do Panama, I had to do early. This ain't saving you no money. If you have to do this, your shit ain't set up right. It ain't set up right. Don't even fly. Now people will say, it's TSA. And then there are people in the comments like, no, every year it's like this. This is South by Southwest every year. It goes down the street some years. When Justin Timberlake came in town, it was down the street. The people were lining up down the street. The police had to say, get your ass back over there. Don't go down the street. That's dumb. Okay. Erica, knock it off. I can't knock it off. Y'all, these immigrants be out here doing the absolute most and so disrespectful every day. It's exhausting. It's like, if you don't shut up, Jose and Guimero and all these other names and on Old Wally Day and whoever else and all that other stuff, hush that mess. Yes, I have Nigerians in nursing home. Yeah, I can go back to Nigeria and live like a king. Well, bye. Good luck. Have a great day. Kick rocks. Now, Xanatos Clutch, we're going to have to disagree over here. Now, you can be a California weird black person. You could be an uppity up north black person. You could be a down south black. You can be athlete, entertainer, criminal, or failure. Listen, I remember this guy was saying how he rapped and he ran track. And I was like, baby, stop picking up all the black stereotypes. Go find something else to be. Go fishing, go hunting. Right? I saw a black man the other day covered head to toe in camo at the bank. And I made a comment like, hey, where you going going hunting or something like that. He's like, oh, I don't hunt. Turn around with a big old goofy necklace on. Man, get your stupid ass out of here, man. Looking crazy. Looking stupid. This don't make no sense. In law school, I had Nigerian. Their parents told them specifically that they could do doctor, nursing, engineer, or lawyer. That's it. On repeat. And don't you pick another thing. Don't pick nothing else. There's an Asian boy went viral. He's all crying because he's like, you don't even know me. You don't even know us. And the dad's like, that's some miscellaneous bullshit. And I'm like, even the immigrants have long words they're using. Like, I don't care about none of that. I told you what you're going to school for. Okay. Alpha daughter syndrome. Yeah. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all this. I know, unfortunately, I know y'all don't believe me about the economy sometimes. Y'all like, oh, I don't know, Erica. I'm just going to tell you like this. If you have the ability, if you were in the middleman to millions class earlier today, if you have the ability to aim high, aim for $1 million, aim for 2 million, the people you run across that are doing 2-3 mil a year gross, not net, and laughing their way to the bank, you will just be like, what? Okay, let me keep moving. Let me keep going. I saw a guy went undergrad older than me posting that he was coming to Houston for spring break. Don't say you're coming for spring. Just say you're going to the rodeo. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. That's okay. Just say you're going to the rodeo. Something, right? Just say you're going to the rodeo. I seen people that have been getting scammed down there. Welcome to Hustle Town, baby. Woo, I'm telling you. I know. Foundational. Xantos Clutch is foundational Maryland. Here we go. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Y'all know it's true. Y'all know I ain't making this up. Come on, man. Y'all know I ain't making this up. Just, okay. Let me play some more. And then I'm going to play these last couple really positive stuff. Let's play some positive. Okay. Here we go. This is when people don't realize they're not wealthy. Their parents can't cook out $2,000. I had a friend went to school. His parents paid for his school out of pocket. And instead he took the money because they just wrote him a check and he cashed it and he paid for his fraternity dues and then took student loans. So at the end of 4 years, his parents are like, oh my God, we're so glad we paid for your school along the way. And then he had to tell them the truth. No. And this was a black boy. I paid my fraternity money with it. And I remember all of us looking at him like, at this point, I understand your parents not giving you another dime because that is stupid. That is you can't hang with them. If your parents ain't really middle class, you about to find out when you get to school. So here we go.
$1 a month. I'm not sure if there's any way to prepare you for the financial burden you take on when you join a sorority. When I went through Bama Rush, one of the first things every house told me was exactly how much their dues were. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll make it work. But what you don't realize is all the extra costs that are going to come with joining a sorority. Just what happens when you're in an organization with nothing but rich, wealthy girls. Just want to add here, you don't have to be rich to join an Alabama sorority. You can definitely make it work, but it's going to be a struggle. And most sororities aren't like this, but every time there was a day party, I felt like I was actually about to go to a fashion show. And I don't know why, but I felt pressure to get on Revolve and get a $200, $300 for 11 lemon dress every single time we had some type of event. I was like, oh, it's so normal for all these other girls to have all that stuff. So I guess I should buy it too. And obviously that added up. And not only that, but there are fees. Basically, in pretty much any sorority, anytime you get punished, it's going to be with money. So if you miss a chapter, you didn't do something on time, you're going to be fined. I'm a STEM major and I do not have time to always make it to every sorority event. So I kept getting hit with crazy fines for missing things, and it would just make my dues even more expensive than the $5,000 it already is every semester. Also, every sorority has a philanthropy, and for ours, we would have to raise $200 each semester. But if you couldn't find people to donate to you, you would have to pay that money out of your pocket. And dues never stop. You get that bill every month. You have to put in a credit or a debit card to pay them. It's never ending. I just realized the experience I was getting just wasn't worth the money I was paying anymore. And I can talk more about that if you guys want me to. I've been refraining from it because I just still have so much love and respect for everyone. But basically the main reason I dropped and why most people drop, it's really freaking expensive. I figured out very quickly that being in a sorority at Alabama was not worth the 11.
Let's be very clear. We see what she looks like. Okay. And everybody that you think is black in the comments said the same thing. Sister, why are you not? with the Deltas? Why are you not with AKAs? Why are you not with the music sorority? Why pick any of them? And I will not act like I didn't pledge a white sorority. I will not sit here and lie to y'all. That is what happened. Okay. She pledged a white sorority. Okay. She pledged the Zetas. If you know anything about the Zetas, don't say anything in the comments. Anyway, long story short. Okay. Long and the story short. Okay. Y'all think y'all parents got money. They don't have no money. If your parents aren't paying out of pocket for your school in cash, y'all don't have money. Erica, no, girl, my parents got a house, they got cars, they went in the military. Listen. Listen. I worked in the financial aid office in college. And baby, let me tell you, when the people came in there, okay, like, help me. Okay, I was like, girl, I'm just in here at the front desk. Let me tell you what you can go do. Apply for these scholarships. And they would look at you like, oh, I got to apply for something? Y'all, I could not talk to half of the people. They were so lazy. One paycheck. Tam, I'm talking about like the school that I was at, they were doing $500 a semester. Okay. It was $500 semester. Okay. And then the school was like, hey, we had 30,000 students apply. Like there's a stadium getting built. The tuition is going from $500 a semester to $2,000 a semester. Y'all, they had people like damn near rioting outside because the New York kids that were coming down, because the school was mostly a second, third generation from out of state. Those people were already paying $5,000. So they had to tell them, hey, y'all out of state, y'all gonna pay about $6,000, $7,000. And them people was at the financial aid office tussling with us, baby, tussling. And I was like, what y'all want me to do? I'm just a front desk girl. I'm just in here getting my paycheck. I'm in here going to school free because my mama's in Iraq right now fighting for the freedoms. I'm just going to school because of that. Okay. And we doing a little dabble black, little dabble American Indian. That's the only reason I'm in this school for free. It's because of that. Okay. So people get confused. They think they're upper middle class and they are not. Okay. All right. Zetas. Listen, I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm just telling you. You know, there's different levels to the uppity black up north. Okay, the Obamas up north. Okay, the Connecticut black folks that be living in Hartford but want to play like they live somewhere nice. No, you live in Hartford, Connecticut, baby. It's not nice. We seen it. Come on, we know. Okay, a lot of kids go to school and pick easy majors. Yeah, she's at least picking STEM, so we will give her the credit there. But she had to know, girl. Bye. She had to know. I listen. There's so many. You know how much money I wasted on dresses and snowboarding equipment to be in all those events, and I could not wear it by my junior year in college. And my family's like, "Why you buy them tight ass dresses?" I'm like, "Because it was a part of the requirements, and I ain't never getting that money back. It's never coming back." Because I was a thin mint then. Okay. So let me play a few more and then I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up with the blue collar switch over real quick because there's so much judgment here. I could judge. Now, again, this is why I keep telling y'all we're not going to have our kids at school with y'all kids. One more time. I hate to go negative, but we got to do it. Got to show you these hoodlums.
Get your ass one, bro.
Let me tell you something. I don't know what that man said to that little boy to make him hit him like that, or
Listen to me. The future is I will never have my kids near your kids. That is the future. Schools without uniforms. Nobody will go there. Not if they have to. I don't care what the principal said. The little boy is holding him by his tie and dragging him. Then another little kid comes by. There's 3 different kids. If you pay attention to the video, it's terrible, that are attacking this old black man. There are 4 or 5 black men in the hallway. They are completely ineffective. I had 7 male teachers over the course of my schooling because I lived in military towns. I wouldn't even dream of raising my hand. We had one teacher, he had a cane. And he even used to joke with us. He said, I got a knife too. You want to y'all run up on me if you want to. And everybody was like, whoa, sir, this is like a suburban school. Chill out. Chill out. Like, but he was serious. He was like, I wish one of y'all would. I wish one of y'all would. Okay. Now, when they start treating these kids, they're going to be locking them up. And y'all going to be like, Erica, they're locking the children up. Again, when y'all saw that mother and her young children be attacked and super slide, everybody's like, well, that little boy need to fight back. He's 9. He's 9. Have you ever interacted with 9-year-olds? They're still coloring and drawing things. You got one security guy. Y'all let the kids go to public school if you want to. Okay, let me show you. This is where it's going. Again, just toward a 40K NYC private pre-K option. Mandarin immersion Montessori. And here's a sneak peek at the dietary philosophy and menu. Again, many people are like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. Who would pay 40K? People who don't want their kids around you. People who don't want their kids around you. Now, 20K, I keep telling y'all, in Texas, the standard for some of these private schools is like 20K a year. You'll hear about 20K. And the parents can make payments over the course of months. So now you're already dealing with people who are willing to pay $2K maybe a month, $1,500 a month to have their kids in private school. These people are doing pre-K. That 40K is there to make sure you're not. Now you can say, Erica, you mean black people? No, I don't mean black people. I just mean poor people. They'll figure out how to go make it. They'll figure out how to go. They don't care if they got to buy a rental. I'm telling y'all, one of the guys in Dallas, the reason he has sold so many rentals, he works with out-of-state investors. He's like, it's just New York people trying to save on taxes. Save on taxes. You know what I'm saying? Have money come in. He's like, one guy from New York bought 10 rentals from him. He's like, he just calls them up. He's like, hey, I got another one. Got another one. Got another one. The standard price I'm just telling you. And they'll keep moving that price up. Whatever it takes to get them away from you. This is why you have the people moving to homeschooling, right? North Carolina is a big state of 1 in 3 are homeschool, 1 in 3 are private school, 1 in 3 are public school. Now, here's the problem. They had somebody go up to Congress and lobby because the homeschools have teams that play against Christian schools. You can't get any NIL money in North Carolina unless your child's at a private school. So there's been several new private schools open up. Because guess what they're going to do? Get that NIL money out your child. Y'all not ready for how this is going. And many people say, well, Erica, I can take my child to Costa Rica and they can live better, eat better. Go do it. Bye. This rhetoric of like, I'm going to go overseas. Goodbye. You ain't gone yet. And then you go over there and do 8-hour hangout lives. Ain't you supposed to be in the streets of Venezuela enjoying your life? In the streets of Colombia touching booties? Get out of here. Scram. We don't care. Knock it off. Well, let me segue out of this. Okay, let me segue talking about the kids, the children. I'm gonna do a series of here's some money. Okay, here we go. Let's go here. Pull this down. I know it's probably get a copyright strike. I don't care. So the thing is, owning a business makes you realize $200,000 is not a lot of money. Prove us wrong. Now, again, when we started our company, we thought making $100K a year would change everything. Nobody tells you what it actually costs to get there. Last year, we spent $200K just to operate trucks, insurance, payroll, equipment, fuel, software. It adds up faster than you think. And there's a phase every business owner goes through where they fight it. We talked about this in the training today. They don't want to accept that spending money is part of making money. Some never get past it. $200K in your personal bank account. Okay, hold on, sorry. Is life-changing. $200K running through a business is just the cost of showing up. That's part of what they don't tell you when you're dreaming about owning a business. Now, this is JT Junk Solutions, who cleared out one of our buildings when we moved. And I'm just telling y'all, this is very standard. It's very standard, right? By chance, are you selling the rebate? Go click on the school link that we have in the chat right now. That school link has been up over a year. Over a year. Okay. And that same link, you click that link and you pay the $25. You get into school and the replay is there. The stuff I taught today, okay? The stuff I taught today is like a 5K class. It's only part one of it, right? Like, I'm going to spread it out over a year, but I just want you to understand, like, this summer we'll do a lot of drone work and you'll see it, but I'm just letting you know. What's up? Appreciate it. Thanks. You got to bring some money so you can bring some moment. I mean, it just is what it is, right? It really is. And once you get out here, there's 6,000 roofing companies in Dallas, Texas. The medium income brought in annually by these roofing companies, there's 6,000 of them, remember, is $3 million a year. So when people want to fight me and be like, oh, business is saturated, there are 6,000 roofing companies in Dallas, Texas. Please stop. Spare me with the everything saturated. How can I make money? I don't want to hear it. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done with that. We're done with that conversation. Gold Coast, Illinois is where I'm from. Mother and father are part of the Jack and Jill Foundation. You already know, baby. Salute. Congratulations. You are here. Okay. All right. That's one. Let me give you this one. Because y'all, some of y'all not going to believe till we show you. Oops, I meant to push the other button. My bad. Hold on. I got to get out these gym clothes. They marinating. Oh, my goodness. About to faint. Here we go. Again, those from the class that you will understand this.
Every dollar matters. Every day matters. We needed to have a little bit more control and autonomy over the process. And in doing that, with any business, if you don't iterate and adapt and evolve as you go, and develop systems behind that, then you're just going to get stuck behind. You're going to get complacent. Your product's going to suffer. Your customer's going to suffer. So in doing that, like over the last year, it's just been a constant iteration of trying to, drive prices down, improve our timelines, and develop systems that improve communication with both our subcontractors, our internal team, but also our investors, the people who are building houses with. So we were forced into starting our own construction company because we couldn't find somebody who was going to deliver the quality that we wanted. And in a market right now where every dollar matters, every day matters, we needed to have a little bit more control and autonomy over the process. And in doing that, with any business, if you don't iterate and adapt and
okay, I played it twice, I think. My bad. You can look up all this stuff. I actually am you'll see. I'll have some stuff coming up here. You'll see. It's a lot of money out here. It just is, and I'm gonna keep moving. Here's another one. I want y'all to understand what's happening right now. Where everybody's distracted by Iran. They on the internet talking about the black people gonna be overseas fighting in Iran. Right now, FHA released new guidelines to buy a fixer-upper and pay no mortgage for 12 months. If you're in Baltimore, if you're in Chicago, where the duplexes are in Inglewood, if you're in parts of DC, if you're in parts of Atlanta, Georgia, and you can get this, baby, 12 months, no mortgage payments, and you fixing it up. Okay, well, just, they're allowing higher approvals if it has an accessory unit or you build one. So not only are they doing that, if you build an ADU on it. Why are they doing this? Builders have been going back and forth with banks and hard money to try to get this. And now they're basically going, oh, since people keep trying to do this, Let's give them this. Again, this is one of the best home buying opportunities in years, and your realtors have no idea. I'm just telling you, ADUs, mother-in-law suites in Texas. If you actually pay attention to parts of Dallas and Houston, they build houses now with the mother-in-law suite in them on the side. Okay. All right. No, school group, if you're a middleman to millions, it automatically accepts you. You pay, you're automatically in. You may be in a different group, and that's different. Pro dumpster. You may be in a whole nother group. You're probably in land grab group. All roads lead to real estate. Staff will have to put you inside. So, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Just be prepared to be permanent underclass. Okay. Let me go to the next one. Again, if you were in class today, we talked about this. This is how they're making money on top of the home inspection. Okay.
This was leaking. It actually isn't an issue that this panel has the grounds and neutrals separated and there isn't a bonding screw because this is the sub panel. The bonding screw should be in the middle. This needs to be sealed in the kitchen. This isn't secure. I forgot to seal around the soffit. You see the little gap? The hot water doesn't work. This one's hot. I try to plug something into this one. The receptacle for the water heater trips. Look. There's an issue here. I got these at every corner. Okay, no, we're all good. Hello, I'm Janet, your favorite 20-year-old home inspector.
Again, this is a home inspector that's 20 years old. I keep telling, she in Houston, baby. She do other cities. I keep telling y'all. If you are in the class, you saw it. We talked about it. Janet's gonna make 100K off this Instagram. She's gonna make 100 plus off doing houses. Then she gonna do some other stuff. It's not rocket science. Can I pay you for 2-3 hours? You walk around my house, right, and point out what's wrong? Big money. Before banks do reappraisals, before banks do cash out refinances, before you get a HELOC loan, they gonna send Janet. She's 20, y'all. They gonna send Janet to look around your house and take pictures. But y'all, I can't find no job, Erica. Okay, cool. I'm not gonna argue with you. I can't fight with you. Okay. Let me show you this right here. Again, if you're a black man and you're in medical, the fastest track way for you to get to management is this right here. I'm gonna tell you this, what he's experiencing. He should be a travel nurse for a while, and then he should just go ahead and go into management, because that's what happens. He ain't ready for it. He's a little young, but that's what happens. Here we go.
I'm stuck between why you telling me and shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, just do your job. Worry about your stuff. Leave me alone and leave them alone. They ain't even bothering you. But as soon as somebody get up, like, they get to talking and bickering and yeah. They make you not even want to pick up. I'm just PRN here, and I don't even want to come back. I only want to come back because of the environment. The environment will make or break your shift every time, and I can't deal with this every time. No, absolutely not. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm starting to dislike working in hospitals. The women in nursing at a hospital, so catty, so naggy. I'm talking about talk about each other as soon as they walk off. And then I'm new to this job. So I'm stuck between why you telling me and shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, just do your job. Worry about your stuff. Leave me alone and leave them alone. They ain't even bothering you. But as soon as somebody get up, like, they get to talking and bickering and yeah. They make you not even want to pick up.
Here's another one. Again, if you've been on a plane, you know how they act. They shocked you on a plane. You got monies.
In the emergency, you hit the aisle and they say, no, sit down. It's the flight attendant, sit down. And you like, what? So, but you yell, I'm a nurse. And they say, oh. And instead of allowing you to get to the situation, you get interrogated on your credentials. Where do you work? What specialty are you in? Are you LVN or RN? I'm like, hold on. Would you like me to sit back down and put my noise cancellation AirPods on? Because I will. I'm here to do my duty and serve society. So then finally, you get to the situation. You help the person that just had a seizure. We land, the paramedics come get them. And guess what? Those same people that was interrogating me, like I was impersonating a nurse, doesn't say thank you, doesn't say nothing. Just act like nothing ever happens, sends you right back to econ. Just imagine that. Bro, being a black in America is so crazy, especially as a professional.
I just want y'all to understand. Name the airline, bro. You'll have free flights for like a year. They're going to make some people apologize to you. Just name the airline, file the complaint, and keep it moving. This is common. I can pull about 300 videos of this. Okay. The other day I saw a white guy having a video like black people are getting into medical school that should be reserved for others. I told y'all back in 2013, our friend is an African from Weatherford. He took a UCLA scholarship, which by the time he did all the scholarship, he had $1 million. And the school have to cut you a check. Yes, I worked in financial aid. We have to cut you the check. He went out there. He was the only black person at UCA for that year. The rest were all Indian, Asian, and 2 white guys. And one of the white guys was from Australia. I don't even know how he got there. He was like, Erica, I'm in here with 2 white men. I'm black. And the rest of the whole 100 and I think 15 or 111 people on the medical class that year were Asian or Indian with a dot at UCLA. I just want y'all to understand, like, this thought that all the black girlies are being nurses, all the black girlies are being doctors, and all the black people are medical now. That's not true. You may see in some areas, in the Atlantas, in the Floridas, in the Southeast, is a lot of us, but overwhelmingly, they're pulling folks from other countries in to come do these jobs. That's why when y'all sit here and tussle with me about black unemployment, the average black person, if you ask them about going to get a certificate at the community college, taking a 2-3 day certificate, they want to cuss you out. I went to college. Baby, you went to college in 1994. Stop it. You went to college in 2001. Stop it. That's 20 plus years ago. Ain't nobody checking for that. Ain't nobody checking for that. You know what I'm saying? They're not checking for it. Okay? Knock it off. Cut it out. They're not looking for you. Okay, let me keep it to here. Let me go. Y'all love Hormozi so much. Y'all be getting real crazy. But before I do that, again, e-commerce. Some of y'all gonna say, ain't no money in e-commerce, ain't no money in food. He's in Europe now. Mike Williams. They made the patties. You know the Jamaicans will beat you to death about them nasty dry patties they keep making. Okay, here we go. Let's go.
It's a family-run bakery in South London. In our first 6 months, we'd sold 1 million patty. We just kind of blew everything out the waters for us. This alone will set you back 25,000. 25,000 for this? How did Flake Bake start? And why patties? My dad had a Caribbean takeaway, and in that takeaway, we also had a bakery. While I was working on the weekends, I would always see that the patties were a product that was doing a lot better than the other things that we sold. When I was at university, I saw patties were in retail, and there was just this kind of vibe or demand for Jamaican food.
There was a point in the business where you almost shut everything down.
One of the most challenging moments was during COVID. So like many businesses, we had to close down for a while. People went on furlough. I kind of said to my dad at one point, I don't think we're going to survive this. We're not making money anymore. And we'd agreed that we would just kind of see how it goes and then try and wrap it up in a year or two. And that's when someone told me about the TV show. Yeah. And I thought, well, I can apply because we're probably going to have to close that anyway.
How long did it take before you went from supplying local shops to being in Aldi?
We went on the Aldi TV show. The response was incredible. We sold out in less than 48 hours, 25,000 patties. They ordered 100,000, of which we sold 80,000 within a week. And it was that led to us getting a long-term contract with Aldi. Before Aldi, the highest revenue we'd ever hit was 700,000 in a year.
Oh, wow. Still a massive number. And then after Aldi, how much revenue are you looking at now?
We went from 700,000 to over 3 million.
Okay, now listen. I will slander the patties. I'm not going to name the place in Atlanta, but I went to 4 different places in Atlanta because the person we was with was Jamaican and they wanted to get these patties. And every single one of them patties was not pattying. And the people cooking them were Jamaican. And I'm in Atlanta. I'm like, now you ought to know better. You in Atlanta with these patties not pattying. Jamaicans love telling you how good something is. Then you eat it and you like, why is this nasty? Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Again, we saw what happened to Max Tuning. They put the stuff in HEB. They put it in the stores. Again, the prime example of all those Houston fitness guys, once they put their stuff in HEB, the sky. You're talking about 10, 11, 15 million a year, $50 million companies. I still don't understand how Sean Coakley sold $50 million in them ugly shorts and t-shirts and knee sleeves. Y'all gonna be like, Erica's a hater tonight. Yeah, I am. I'm a hater because the shit's ugly. Okay. Patties are dry. That's ugly. I'm over it. Hot Works done dried all the water out of me and I cannot think clearly. So, let me play this about Hormozi. Y'all love Hormozi. And he ain't nothing but a marketer, but I'm gonna leave it alone. Y'all still can't find the gems that he turned around upside down. Y'all still can't find them though. There's no photos. There's no photographic evidence. There's no contracts. You can't find any of those gems he turned around. Even if you pay the $5,000 and go to the live training in California. But anyway, let me keep going.
His latest story where he's promoting a 996 work slave lifestyle.
All right, we got to give China's due today. China for the win.
Appreciate you.
Saturday. I got legs right now, but then after that we work. Anyways, rock and roll.
I have this thing called spidey senses, and when I see that Hormozi worked for the government as a contractor,
Okay, come on, man. Somebody's finally digging it up. They're digging it up and they're getting to it that Hormozi that y'all think is this man is not who he thinks he is. But no, Hormozi made millions of dollars, Erica, turning gyms around when he was a summer intern in 2010. When did he do this? Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
raises that tingly sensation that this is a psyop. Now is the time to get healthy and wealthy. Otherwise, you will not be working 9 to 5 to survive. You will be working every day of the week to maintain a basic salary, which sucks. You should be absolutely terrified of the kind of mentality that this man has produced in the Gen Z generation. I was just at a business conference last week, and one of his little cronies, 29 years old, not getting laid, not having kids, not having any fun, but doing it for the love of the game. Sweetie, you've been conditioned and programmed by a government body. And look, I'm not knocking anybody's success, but what is the reason to live like that? Why would you want to work like that? And I'm telling you right now, you do not want these people managing you. Never, ever. They're crazy. Everybody's saying, bring back the 90s. I'm nostalgic. Yeah, the 90s had a little bit of something called balance. Yes, people worked really hard, but family, friends, and fucking was important too. And here's what's the crazy part. We're in a bifurcation right now where there are people like me living like we're in the 90s, relaxed, joyful, enjoying our business. And then there's another group of people who is working every minute of the day, scraping and saving, and they're still not going anywhere. As above, so below. If you want to have fun with your work, fun with your health, and fun with your life, and feel like it's the 90s comment glow, run away from Hormozi. Just run. Speaking from experience.
Again, several white, not just her, several white creators said, show me the information. I've been running a $20 million company for 5 years. Nobody knew me. Show me Hormozi's information. And when this eventually comes all out, y'all going to be like, oh my God, nobody knew how. I keep telling y'all. Sam Ovens made school in 2019. Okay. And Sam Ovens is an extreme spectrum version of autism that is like, what is wrong with that guy? Right? You know what I mean? But he was able to partner, and there's nothing wrong with it, partner with someone like a Hormozi to be the face of this thing. Like Hormozi bought into this. Now, I know y'all don't believe me. You'll never believe me, and that's okay. There are several YouTubers who are Black creators who made $2 to $47 million during 2020 to 2022. When y'all see him 500, you're like, him 500 made 25 million. Him 500 made more than 25 million. That's why it's completely confusing what's going on with him right now. He made more than that. That's what they tell you for outside. Oh, he made 25 million. He made more than that. He made more than that. I know y'all think I'm making it up. Again, this is why we can not convince enough Black people to do business, because there's this kind of shroud of what's popular, who's saying it. And everybody wants it in 1 month instead of 2 years, 3 years. Hormozi's just the younger Gary Vee telling you to work, and grind. Gary Vee is divorced and had to remarry a younger chick that's like 20 years younger and pretty much left his wife and kids. But y'all will listen to these people, okay? Again, when I brought up every year I bring my families on vacations and how much that costs to take 10 plus people on planes and places. And y'all try to play me off like, got no money. Okay. All right. I talked to the students inside the class today. I'm telling them it's a leap year. We'll talk about it in part 2. You know, y'all gonna figure it out. But I'm just, somebody's like, you're hating on Hormozi. Okay. Where's my last clip? Do I have it? This young lady, you're gonna see more of her in the news. Not yet, but you're gonna see more of her. Bianca buys businesses. Bianca's 22 and she bought a business. And when I saw a white creator send me her thing, I thought, who is this? I'm just I'm just telling you, like, on paper, once you start having a business on paper that makes $250K, SBA loves you and lets you buy other businesses. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. 137 new licenses for trades on TRLO website. Many are no experience requiring just a $20K fee. Apprentice website position. Yeah. You can't find no gym. You can't find one gym. There's not even one person who has said Hormozi fired me because he came and turned the gym around. That mother effer. How dare him get me fired? You can't find one person. You can't. And anytime people bring it up, like people that make big money, y'all be like, oh, you're haters. Okay. I can point you about 5 black people that have made $60 million. And if it wasn't for them being like, don't put my business in the street, we could point them out. But y'all wouldn't believe that. No, Erica, no way. They don't have these giant YouTubes and doing all this stuff. Okay. I got two dudes who are 28 and 29 and they have $5 million construction companies. I talk about it inside the group today. What you're going to see is a consolidation of who starts buying business, who's leveraged and who's not. Bianca's going to start here with this one and realize, well, I have time left over. I can buy a second business. I can partner with somebody else and buy another business. The social media thing is just to get that extra money. That social media, this is that discount Brad I was telling you about, the discount Brad pit. These people are doing social media just to get more people in their funnel. And let's say you get 40,000 people in your funnel. There'll be a good 400 that are serious, got money, and do stuff and partner with you and work with you. Anyway, I'm gonna get on out of here, but that's what I had for y'all today. Again, if you were in the training, salute to you. Again, the replay will be in there. I think it's just finished rendering. I don't know what to tell you. Like, this summer's gonna be busy, and I know what I'm gonna be doing. And I'm gonna film some of the fun so y'all kind of understand there is a balance to all this stuff. You should be having some balance. But again, like, this can't be life maxing, can't be vacation on vacation on vacation on vacation. You got niggas out here doing dimple surgery in Atlanta. I was gonna talk about that, but I said no, Lord gonna make me be good tonight. But there's literally a dimple surgery. You pay $2,500 in Atlanta. People ain't even getting their teeth done, but they doing dimple surgery. Come on, man. SBA loves it. If you can prove a business made that, SBA is your bestest friend. He slept on gyms for years. There's not one picture of him sleeping on the gym floor. Nowhere. Can't find it. Interesting. Okay. Anyways, you guys, this is your girl Erica ClassCon blog. Again, I put the link inside the chat. You can go find the replay inside the school group that Sam Ovens created and learn. There's gonna be a lot of drone footage on the other channel this year coming up. Hope y'all will enjoy it. I just don't know what to tell some of y'all. Good luck. Good luck out here. It's gonna be interesting. All right, you guys, later.
Hi, I'm Brandy Williams, founder of Williams Accounting and Tax Services in McDonough, Georgia. We're a full-service accounting firm proudly serving clients nationwide, including military families and U.S. expats. With over 20 years of experience as an IRS-enrolled agent, we've got you covered from past tax returns to business services and strategic tax planning. Visit WilliamsActTax.com. Let's get connected and take your finances to the next level.